Hello everyone. In this session, we will see how to instrument NGINX for Kubernetes-based environment. First, let's take a look at the solution deployment diagram. The Kubernetes cluster will have the NGINX as the ingress controller. NGINX being the load balancer, it will serve the external request and it will cater them towards the listening ingress services, or in simple words, the listening backend microservices. Once the NGINX ingress controller is instrumented, then along with its functionality, it will also create the hotel traces for the incoming HTTP request and response, and it will send the hotel traces to the listener. That is nothing but an open telemetry based solution, Astra traffic collector service. This Astra traffic collector service will be listening as a Kubernetes pod and the same cluster. Now let's create the NGINX instrumentation. Click on connect. Please ensure that the integration the workspace under which the integration is being created is same as the workspace under which the target is created. Click on continue. Click on Kubernetes infra. Continue. With an optional note. Click on continue. Yes, from here we can follow the help article. First thing first, we will starting from absolute 0. That means first we'll have to install the Ingress NGINX. Click on this and it will take you to the installation guide. Helm, since it is being the popular tool, we are going to use the Helm, and this is the Helm command. This will not only install the Ingress NGINX, but it will also create the namespace if it is not existing already, Ingress NGINX. Let's run this. Sorry. Yeah, it says Ingress NGINX doesn't exist, installing it now. Let it install. Let's come back to our guide, and the point number 2 says verification of this installation. We'll have to run this command. Let's be ready with this command. It will tell us whether, so the Helm installation is over. Let's run this command and check whether the Ingress is running or not. Yes, we can see that Ingress is running. Now coming to the third step, we'll have to create a working directory. Let's create a working directory and let's change the directory to that. Sorry. Yes. Next step, it is asking to take the backup of the existing Ingress NGINX Helm values if they are already customized. Please note that there are two parts into this. First point is the custom, the value will be available only if the Ingress NGINX is customized. In this case, since you have seen that Ingress NGINX has been freshly installed, there is no customization. However, having said that, there can be certain scenarios where the infra is already equipped with the Ingress NGINX, so that means it could have been subjected to some customization. First, we would like to take a backup of all those things. If we have not done any customization, then we won't get any values, we'll get null. So which means that if we want to get the values for the non-customized Ingress NGINX, then we can click on this here. Upon clicking this, it will take us to the default values.yaml. Now the second part is, what is the reason why we need to take the backup? Please note that it's essential to modify the configuration of the Ingress NGINX in order to have it successfully instrument the incoming HTTP request and create the hotel traces out of it. So that is the reason we are recommending to take a backup in any case. Let's run this. We have not done any customization, but let's see what we are going to get in this case. Yeah, it says null, so that means no value is there. So even if you do ls and if you do cat on this, so there is nothing there. Let me, this confirms us that there is nothing there. And next, go to the next one, that is fetch and edit NGINX template. So in order to instrument for incoming instrument the HTTP response headers, we'll have to edit the nginx.tmpl file. So there are multiple steps involved in this. First thing first, it's very necessary to ensure that Ingress NGINX is currently running on the latest version of its own, because in a later step there is a need to upgrade the Ingress NGINX, and at that time, if your Ingress NGINX is not already running on the latest, there could be a out of sync issues. So in order to avoid that, and in order to have a smooth instrumentation, it's recommended to first run the Helm upgrade and ensure that you are on the latest. Currently, this is not a necessary because we have freshly installed the latest Ingress NGINX, but we can follow the documentation as it is. This command is more for the users who have already have the Ingress NGINX and they are not yet on the latest version. So after this point, the next point is to let's fetch the existing nginx.tmpl because we need to modify it a bit. So let's copy this and then then let us run this. Yes, let's do ls. Now you can see a file called as ori nginx.tmpl. Let's open that. Pause 1 minute. Let's open that and verify. Yeah, we have got the required file, template file. Next step is we'll have to copy it because we don't want to tamper the original nginx. We'll keep it as a backup, and now we will copy the original nginx to a file where we are going to do some customization. Done. Now if you look at the nginx.tmpl, it will have the same content as of the original. Let's go to the next step. It says open the nginx.tmpl in VI editor and then search for the header filter by Lua block. Add a line above this block and add a couple of lines at the end of this block as shown below. This will allow the Ingress NGINX to instrument HTTP response headers. First thing first, we'll have to open the nginx.tmpl. Let's do that. Yes, done. Next thing is search for this content header filter by Lua block. Copy this and search for this. Yeah, we got it. Please note that this is the only section where it is present, header filter by Lua block. There are no multiple occurrences within the file. So we have this. First thing first, carefully compare these two content. You will see that this first line is not there in the template. We'll have to add it just above that. Let's add this. Done. Next step, this header filter by Lua block, this section is already there. We are happy. And then this is what we will have to add, these two lines. This triple dot indicates that whatever default contents are there, don't touch that, let it be as it is. Yes, we have added those two lines. Let's say it's done. Next is create the config map resource using command. So this is the resource. Sudo kubectl. Yeah, copy this and done. NGINX template Astra instrumented created. Next step is create config max GA obvious config.yaml with the following content. Let's copy this. Again, one point to note here is that this is the service name under which the Astra traffic collector will be running, and this is the recommended namespace under which this Astra traffic collector would be created. If you have modified the namespace, please ensure that you give the right namespace in the place where I have selected Astra-collector. So now copy this. What it says, create config map ga-obs-config.yaml. So we'll have to create a file ga-obs-config.yaml. Is this correct? Yeah. We are done. Save it. Go to the next step. Create this just now created config map. It is created. Go to the next step. Verify if the config map resources. Yeah, this is the verification process. Please note that we have till now created two configuration. Let's check whatever we have created. Yeah, this is the one we have created in the first place 5 seconds ago, and then the GAOBS config is something we have created just now 11 seconds ago. The last step, the 10th step is create values.yaml with following content. Let's copy this, and it says replace your sensor ID with the integration ID. Okay, let's first copy this. Let's create vi values.yaml. Let's paste this, and as per the instruction, we are supposed to replace this your sensor ID by the instrumentation ID. Please note that your instrumentation ID will always appear here, right? So let's copy this and put it in the place where it demands. Yeah, and then save it. Now let us open this help center once again. Yeah, create config map. This is over. Yeah, create values.yaml. This is also over. So let's verify the changes using diff. First thing first, we'll have to first ensure that the diff plugin is already available. You can follow this command in order to install the diff if it is not already installed. Yeah, plugin already exists. Then let's verify the diff by running this. It clearly shows what have been changed. Yes. So these are the few of the changes that we have done. This is one thing, and then yes, we have created two config maps which we have mounted. Yeah, these are the changes. So after verifying these changes, we can come back here and run the apply the changes. Run this. Let's wait until the upgrade process is over. Yes, we have successfully upgraded the NGINX in order to instrument. Now it's time to verify if NGINX is properly instrumented and if it's running or not. In order to ensure that, first let's do get service -n ingress NGINX. First let's get the port. It's 32039. Now what I'm going to do is curl -k https localhost 32039 /tester/ what can I give? Maybe testing. Again, once again, please note that this tester is an dummy ingress service which I have registered with respect to my Ingress NGINX. So I can show you that. Sudo kubectl get ingress -a. Yes, this is the test ingress. So what it does by default is it will listen. It will register itself to the path /tester, and then it will simply give 200 OK response to whatever request you are going to fire. So now let me do the same thing. Let me do this. Oh, sorry, I missed the column. Yeah, it says welcome to NGINX and stuff like that. So basically, I have successfully set up the Ingress NGINX, and I'm getting the. I have registered the Ingress as well as that is a standard in the Kubernetes infra, and I've got the response. One final verification pending is kubectl. We'll have to check whether the trace got generated and captured by Astra traffic collector. So let's get to -n Astra -collector. Yeah, it's running. So let's do sudo kubectl logs -n Astra -collector since maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, it says test testing. It has successfully got the trace. As you can see, we have instrumented the template in order to get the response header as well, right? So we got the response header, the request header is also there, and as well as the placeholder for the request body. We have not sent any request body here, but yes, we have got everything that we had wanted. Yep, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you.